Fat Fives football has reached its final week for Season 8, and we only have 8 games left to show you until we can conclude this season. Even though the title's been wrapped up, still plenty to play for in the final week. Looking at the team lineups for the last week, Parmesan Belgrade only have 3 core players available this week, and Stephen, Josh and Ben. Josh coming back from a long-term injury. They're able to lean into the Commissioner's team to get another Stephen from the Commissioner's team, David and Stevie, so plenty of S's available in the team as they look to wrap things up this season. Flaberdeen, who have been going in the wrong direction after winning the title last season, also only have 3 of their core members available this week and will also lean into the Commissioner's team. They're able to call upon goalkeeper Zach, Andrew, new member to the team, and long-term Commissioner player Timber, who will be looking for a permanent move come next season. Next, moving on to the Scrandinavia team, who wrapped up the league title last week and will be celebrating this week. They have a stronger team compared to our first 2, with Thomas, Chris, Champers, Mike, Homer and Matthew all available from their core lineups, and they won't be requiring any of the Commissioner players for them to start their party of celebrations this week. O.B City still in that battle to try and get themselves as far up the table as much as they can. Strong team again this week. Willie being able to call upon Brian, Nathan, Lewis, Craig, Adam, Gogs and Matt, all looking to try and get as many points as they can out of the last 2 fixtures that they have this season. Rapid Viennetta, the next lineup team available for this week. They have a light team as well, although they have slightly more than Flaberdeen and Parmesan, with 4 key players in James, Aidan, Graham and Captain Cal. Lenny and our very own Commissioner Chopper come into the team to help round up the numbers for them as they look to try and nab that second place in the league. Fatburn Rovers, who've been in the middle of the table, have 6 of their core lineup available for them this week and are another team that do not need any of the Commissioner players to help them this week. James available as Captain Rowe for the last time this season, potentially last time for the team. Mitchell, Matthew, John, Terry and Finlay all available as well to support him. Ivory Toast have jumped into that second position and looked like they're going to lock it down this week if they can get some results to go their way, and depending on Rapid Viennetta's results. Lewis, Liam, Connor, Greg, Chucky, Faustine, Neil and Ian all available to try and achieve that task and to get qualification into the Champions Cup at the end of the season. And finally, Bayern Bru, and the last team lineup for Season 8 sees 6 players available for Roscoe, including himself, for the last week of the season. Roscoe's got Gareth, Martin, Ash, Cheesy and Leaps all available to help them try to see if they can leapfrog over Flaberdeen and get themselves into 6th place. Looking at the league table, we see Scrandinavia locked in the league title last week, and so there's battles in 2nd and 3rd between Ivory Toast and Rapid, and there's also a battle between Bayern Bru and Flaberdeen, and to see who can end up in 6th and 7th place this season. First game available for you in the final weeks of Season 8 Fat Fives football sees Bayern Bru versus Fatburn Rovers. Bayern Bru in purple shooting left to right, and Fatburn Rovers in green shooting right to left. And as mentioned, this week's potentially Captain James is last week as captain for Fatburn Rovers. He'll be continuing with the team, but it looks like our very own Terry, who's currently in goals for Fatburn Rovers, will be taken over as John just shoots over the goals there early on in this match to try and give the departing captain an early celebration, but no such luck there. And Bayern Bru now on the counter-attack with Martin. It's been locked down there, but Cheesy's now picked up and switches it over to Roscoe. Roscoe with the opportunity, and Roscoe puts it past Terry in goals there to get the first goal of this match, first goal of the last week, and first goal here for Bayern Bru. Great finish there after a wonderful cross there from Cheesy over the top of the defenders, and Roscoe finishes with a plum of a volley. So 1-0 to Bayern Bru in this match, hitting the back of the net first. Bayern Bru also in a little bit of a battle with Flaberdeen to see who can end up in 6th place and move off the second bottom place. Parmesan Belgrade too far away for anybody to have them shifted out of position. As John here with the opportunity, John with the shot, and John gets the goal, and there's the equaliser there, and that will put a dent in Bayern Bru's potential chances of leapfrogging Flaberdeen to get Bayern Bru into 6th place. No awards there, but they just want to do it for their own merit. But that's a great finish by John there, going in and out, turning players inside out, and then smashing past Ash there in goals. It's actually Leaps that's in goals there just now. So 1-1 in this game is the scoreline in this match as Bayern Bru look to play it out from the back there. Cheesy looking to switch over to Ash there. Ash with the shot, and it is just wide of the goal there. Finlay now pick up the ball, looking to push forward. Finlay, ball at feet, taking the shot there, and Finlay with the finish. And that puts Fatburn Rovers into the driving seat in this match. First time in this game, and they've came back from the early setback to take the lead in this. Great little run there by Finlay. But you have to say, nobody applying pressure onto him there gave him the absolute freedom of the pitch. And that was probably the mistake that was the undoing for Bayern Bru as he looked to come forward once again. Cheesy with a shot, Martin on the volley, but straight at the goalkeeper there and unable to convert that chance into a goal. So the score remains 2-1 in this match as Bayern Bru look to come forward now. Leaps now out of goals, pushing forward, and the shot there, and a good save there by Terry. Strong foot coming out, and that denies the shot being converted into the goal. Bayern Bru once again up into the Fatburn Rovers half, but now the possession be lost as Mitchell comes forward. Mitchell with a shot, and it's just wide of goals there with Captain Roscoe in goals for the time being, doing his own little shift in goals there as we see some new players subbing on to the pitch for both teams here. So a fresh set of legs to try and get some more chances going. And this is a great opportunity for Bayern Bru through Ash. And it is converted through Ash. And there is the equalising goal there for Bayern Bru. A lovely ball all the way up to the top of the pitch, straight to Cheesy. Cheesy knowing exactly where Ash is going to be, playing that ball to feet. And then it's in the back of the net there by Ash. So 2-2, the score now in this game. Both teams being behind, both teams coming back, both teams also leading at some point as Fatburn Rovers look to get back into the lead. There's a lovely ball there from John to Finlay, but he just returns it back. Mitchell playing that ball across the pitch to Finlay, and Finlay returning it back to Mitchell. Mitchell now pushing forward, ball at feet, looks to take the shot and doesn't give it to Finlay, and Finlay's shot is saved there by Roscoe, and it's cleared away by Ash. So Bayern Bru live for another few moments without conceding, but they are on the defensive now, trying to get the ball out of their half the pitch, and they have this time. Gareth chasing up to that ball, has it in the corner, plays it across the goals, and Cheesy there with the finish. Great finish there by Cheesy, running in on the back post there. Gareth picking out his teammate with precision, and then Cheesy getting a great touch on the ball as it comes across the box, and that puts Bayern Bru back into the lead and gives them the driving seat opportunity to pick up the 3 points they'll be looking for that said leapfrog over Flaberdeen I spoke about earlier. Obviously depends on how Flaberdeen end up their games, but whatever Bayern Bru can do in this game to help them is what they'll be focusing on as John takes the shot there, and it just goes over the goals there. Close for John and Fatburn Rovers to get back into this match. Possession lost now from Bayern Bru, and Fatburn Rovers look to take advantage with Mitchell coming forward, playing it to Terry. Terry gets the shot away on target, but the keeper Martin there out quick. And now Roscoe in the counter-attack, looking to find Gareth. Gareth in space, receiving the pass, up against James, looks to cut him with the shots, and Gareth converts with a absolute peach of a finish there, taking full control of the ball up into the Fatburn Rovers half there, gives a little dummy to James, and then the space in the middle there, and manages to slot it past Matthew in goals there. Unfortunately for Matthew and Fatburn Rovers, unable to get a foot on the ball to stop it from going in, and Bayern Bru are back in the lead once again. Fatburn Rovers going straight at the Bayern Bru goals there, but unable to get the equalising, well actually third goal for them rather than equalising. They need 2 in this game now, but unable to get that, and so they're now having to force back and try to start again as John takes another shot and the save happens there. Bayern Bru holding on by the fingernails, you'd have to say, but their defensive work is proving effective considering that they haven't conceded, and the score remains at 4-2 as they look to come forward once again. Cheesy on the edge of the box, and the shot there well saved by Matthew. Now a counter-attack opportunity for John and Fatburn Rovers. Can he convert? No, he can, unfortunately. The goalkeeper did a fantastic job there for Bayern Bru and denies him the opportunity to get a third goal for Fatburn Rovers, as Bayern Bru look to slow things down a little bit as they wait for the player to come on the pitch, and the referee signalling that we're ready to go now. Ash with the ball straight away has the opportunity to pass it to Cheesy, and Cheesy converts, and that is a sucker punch there straight from the restart there. The quick rollout from the goalkeeper, finding Ash. Ash looking up and seeing Cheesy on the edge of the box there, and then getting the goal there for Bayern Bru. 5-2 now the scoreline. Definitely insurmountable for Fatburn Rovers to walk away with the win in this game. Still a little bit of time, maybe a far opportunity for them to get the draw, but they could still cut away at the goal deficit, which may prove vital in their defence of their position where they are. But Roscoe just hits wide there, putting the threat always on the front doorstep of Fatburn Rovers. The referee's looking at his watch. You'll notice in the bottom corner, any moment now, the whistle will be going to the lifts, as you can see. And the final score there is 5-2 to Bayern Bru. Second match for you in this final week of Season 8 sees Flaberdeen versus Ivory Toast. Flaberdeen in blue shooting left to right, and Ivory Toast in yellow shooting right to left. Ivory Toast will be looking to get the 3 points in this match to secure their second place in qualification to the Champions Cup. Flaberdeen will be looking to get the 3 points to hold off the late march from Bayern Bru, as Zach there for Flaberdeen with a brilliant late save as the ball almost trickled into the bottom corner, but is able to deny it there. So Flaberdeen coming forward now into the Ivory Toast half. Possession almost lost. Timber with the shot though from the midfield, and there is the opening goal in this match. A brilliant shot there from distance. You can see the ball just rolling into the middle of the pitch. First time hit from Timber, and he gets it into the back of the net, and the screams there from Ian with the frustration that he was unable to stop that going in. But it is the opening goal, unfortunately, for him and for Flaberdeen, as Ivory Toast hit back instantly through Liam, barely seconds after the kickoff, and he is shot from distance, mimicking almost what Timber did. But you have to say, a little bit more skill and clinical finishing there from Liam to curl it almost round the middle of the pitch of the players there and get it into the back of the net. So 1-1 with two long distance shots as Timbers just hit back straight away. And in this game, there's just goals galore early in this match. Timber receiving the ball there, and then once again heading from distance, Ian unable to get the strong hand behind that to push that away, and you again can see the frustration on his face with being unable to stop that goal. And quickly this has went from not just 0-0, not just 1-0, not just 1-0, but now 2-1 in a matter of moments, with three incredibly quick goals and quick replies from both teams here, as Ivory Toast look to come forward there, and Lewis almost adding another quick goal into the count to make it 4, but cruelly it bounces on the underside of the bar and stays out there, unfortunately, for Ivory Toast. So 2-1 is still the scoreline as Flaberdeen look to come forward. Terry in front of goals, gets the ball, lost a little bit of control, lovely touch with a finish, and it's there, and that is 3-1 to Flaberdeen. A scoreline that they will be absolutely delighted with a shot way ahead into this match after very quick goals from their team. Terry adding a third one there for them, and they have a 2-goal cushion now lead. And as I mentioned earlier, Bayern Bru are threatening to leapfrog Flaberdeen in the league positions, and so this will do them very nicely, having this 2-goal lead. But the question will be, can they hold on to it as the ball rolls across their box? Liam's there, Liam with the shot, and Liam with the goal. And that is the lead already starting to be cut away by Ivory Toast. Liam, who is in outstanding goal-scoring form this season, has got another one, and it's actually gone through the legs of Zach there. And Ivory Toast will have to credit a lot of their success that finds them in that second position in the league down to Liam's goal-scoring form. The man has been incredibly on fire, and I believe it's heading or targeting a 40-goal season, which would be incredible for him. I think he's around about mid-30s just now. But we shall see how the rest of the game plays out as Fostein has a shot there, but it just goes high. And Chucky now with the rebound. Chucky toying with Zach and goals, and Chucky does convert there. And you can see the frustration from Zach being left there. But unfortunately, it is just the skill of Chucky there. Nothing you could do about the dancing feet. Zach is flailing all over his box, trying to do something there to stop it. But Chucky's dancing feet throws off all confusion. And the score now being 3-all, all level between the teams now. That lead for Flaberdeen has just evaporated, unfortunately, for them. And they're going to have to start their attack all over again to try and get in front in this game. Ivory Toast now coming forward through Neil. Neil looking to take the shot and does so. And a great save there by Zach to push her away safely into the corner away from his box. Ivory Toast on coming forward once again. And Zach makes a dive there and the ball's trickling around in the box. Neil coming forward now. And the foot of Zach denying Neil the goal there. As it looks like there's going to be a shout for a penalty, and the referee has given the penalty. And it looks like there was an admission of guilt there. Unfortunately, yes. The foot there definitely in the box there. Hands up in the air. Player fully aware of the mistake, unfortunately. And Liam converts a penalty to put Ivory Toast 4-3 in the lead. A well-taken penalty. Zach did a good job guessing which side Liam's going to strike to, but cannot get the arm stretched out enough to make a save on it. And unfortunately for Flaberdeen, find themselves behind in this game and punished from the penalty through the box intrusion there. 4-3 the score now to Ivory Toast, who, as I said earlier, will be looking to get the 3 points in order to secure their second place. They're currently sitting in the league. Chucky playing it over to Greg. Greg now to Chucky. Can Chucky get it away? Great save there from Zach. The strong leg coming out and defending the goal there. Chucky with the ball once again. It's Ivory Toast to come forward all the way through to Lewis. Can Lewis get on the volley? And it's just wide. And thankfully for Zach, the ball ends up straight into his lap. He will be grateful for that eternally. Zach throwing the ball out, but it's been intercepted by Neil. Neil coming forward with the volley, and once again, another save by Zach as Terry comes across, but no need as Zach is able to grab the ball in the box. So Ivory Toast still on the attack. Chucky with the ball at feet, looking to come forward there, but Timber's made a good interception. Timber with a shot, and this save there from Ian. Ian having to produce some saves here for Ivory Toast. His goal line and box has been a little bit quieter than Zach's, but still ready when he gets called upon as Chucky tries to play it forward, but the ball's intercepted and the ball's lost again. Chucky now coming forward, will he play through, takes a shot, he does, and it takes a little deflection there and goes in the back of the net. Unfortunately for Flaberdeen, Chucky coming forward there, you can see standing there, looks to take the shot on. In fact, it doesn't take a deflection, it's actually a clean shot. Apologies to Chucky for that incorrect commentary there. I thought it took the little touch of a Timber which wrong-footed Zach, but no, Chucky gave the eyes to Zach in goals and got the 5th goal for Ivory Toast. And Flaberdeen now are 2 goals behind and will need to get back into this game as soon as they can, as Terry plays it through the middle of the pitch. Timber with a shot, and that's exactly what Flaberdeen need, and now back to only 1 goal behind. And there's still time for them to get something out of this match if they galvanise. Terry taking that ball down, reading the flight of it well, playing it into a perfect path there for Timber, and Timber with the shot there. Does have a little bit of collision with Greg, but both players seem to be okay, and it's basically Timber there really focused on getting the power in that shot, so just accidental there as the ball almost runs into the path of Jamie there going through on goal, but luckily enough for Ivory Toast, they're able to defend cleanly enough. Zach looking to try and get Jamie away now. Jamie has Timber there, finds him. Timber now. Can he play the pass? Will he take the shot? Plays to Terry. Terry with the shot. And the block there from corner. And that could be a match-saving block there from corner. Terry's shot looked like it was definitely hitting the target there. But now there's a loose ball here. Terry has picked it up though. The final opportunity for Flaberdeen to get forward. Timber with the shot. Saved by Ian. Terry with second. And he's hit it wide and over. And that potentially could be the last chance for Flaberdeen in this match as Ivory Toast look to get the ball under control. Final whistles going off in other matches, and now the referee joins them, and it is 5-4, the final score to Ivory Toast. Third game on week 12, season 8 for Fat Fives football sees Scrandinavia versus O.B City. Scrandinavia in red, shooting left to right, and O.B City in black, shooting from right to left. Small apologies to viewers As you see there, near the bottom left of the screen, we have some of our equipment securing tools hanging out into the footage there, so apologies for that. Though don't worry about player safety, way too high for them to be touched by it, as Chris early on here gets the opening goal of the match there. Chris playing the ball through to Matthew then playing the 1-2 as Chris pushes forward. Gog's there for company. Goggs tries a little bit of a dirty shove there, you have to say, either in the side or into the back there, but Chris manages to get past him there luckily and is able to convert the goal there for Scrandinavia. So 1-0 to Scrandinavia in this match here. And after securing the title last week, Scrandinavia will be in a buoyant mood and be looking to try and get maximum points to finish the season well, as the shot there is saved by Thomas in goal to deny O.B City the chance to get back onto level pegging in this match. So, still 1-0 in this match as Scandinavia come forward, but Craig there with a strong save for O.B City. Homer with a second opportunity. Craig once again matching the save, and then eventually the players get it back to their goalkeeper in goals for O.B City. O.B City now up in the Scandinavian half, looking to try and work themselves out an opportunity as Matt eventually gets the ball off the boards here. And then Brian collects it there. Brian with some clever movement here, trying to make some space. Goggs on the run. Goggs turns, receives the ball. Looks to get the shot away, and he does. And it unfortunately goes into the back of net for Scandinavia. It looks like Goggs might have actually put it through the legs of Chris. We'll check now in the replay, see if that's the case. It is, and I think that is what puts Thomas's off. I don't think he's expecting that ball to make it through, but it does. Full credit to Goggs. Lovely little finish there, taking that opportunity of putting the ball through the legs of Chris and getting the goal as a reward. So 1-1 now the match scoreline in this game as Scandinavia look to come forward once again, and Homer hits just high over the bar there, and eventually Chris will collect on their side. Chris looking to shoot from distance, and Craig once again in goals, matching the shot with a save to deny him theirs. O.B City looking to come forward now. Willie with the ball. Willie tries to get the shot away there, but loses the ball out there as Homer's dispossessed by Goggs. Goggs now up against Chris. Goggs through past Chris. Goggs with the finish, and there it is. There is the second goal for O.B City. That puts them in the lead in this match as he battles through bodies there and eventually in front of goal. Nice little dinked finish there as Thomas comes rushing out from the goal line there to try and close down the gap and put off Goggs, but is unable to, and Goggs gets the finish there as Goggs looks to try and secure a third golden chocolate boot, i.e. top goal scorers, top goal and assists provider for the third season in a row, and those two goals he's got in this game so far will make a big difference considering Chris is the closest rival he has for that title. O.B City up into Scandinavia half, couple of chances wide there, nothing converting yet though as they try and get it out of the corner now, and it looks like they're trying to play it. It's been held up into that corner though, and unfortunately just the camera's unable to pick out what's happening in the corner, just the limitations of what we have with the camera, so apologise to the viewers here, we're not able to see much there, but the ball does eventually roll out and eventually gets to Champer's feet, and Champers looks to release Chris, and he has. Can Chris get the shot away? He does, and what a counter-attack there from Scandinavia. The ball held up into their own corner half, and then within a couple of passes, Champers releases Chris there, and Chris getting the goal there, and that is a sensational counter-attack from Scandinavia to turn the tables on O.B City. He looked like they were the ones about to work an opportunity out from that corner, and it makes the scoreline 2-2 as Stephen there on the volley puts it just wide of the goal, and it's not a goal there to add to his tally. 2-2 the scoreline as Scandinavia look to come forward, but eventually it lands in or just outside the box as Stephen's away with it now. Stephen takes a shot, and that's a good save there by Thomas to deny Stephen once again the chance to get his first goal of the game and O.B City's third of the match. Now, Lewis intercepted for O.B City. Lewis pushing forward, tries to take on Homer, does successfully though, still has the ball, looks to play it past the middle. Now Champers intercepted, now Champers going himself, Champers with a shot. Oh, and there is a third goal for Scandinavia. It's almost a completely nonchalant goal there from Champers. Great interception to start with though, and then on the run there, in fact it takes a little nick off of Willie's foot there. Champers just looking to place it, maybe didn't get the best of contact initially with the shot, but it takes a little nick off of Willie's foot there, and that is what has made Craig become wrong-footed and unable to get behind that shot to save it. So 3-2 is the scoreline now, as O.B City come forward, and Lewis makes it 3-all in a quick reply from that goal moments ago from Champers. Lewis there with the volley, and then it bounces off of Homer, and then fortunately for Lewis, lands straight back at his feet where he can get a shot on target, and Thomas in goals for Scandinavia, unable to get anything on that. We're seeing the goal ripple the back of the net there. 3-all the scoreline now in this match. Willie playing it across to Lewis there as O.B City look to carefully build up another attack, and they find themselves into the Scrandinavia half now as they look to come forward. Lewis the ball at feet. Lewis is squared it to Stephen and unable to convert the pass there into a goal. And now Scandinavia are away, and a great save there from Craig. Big foot coming out there, stopping that shot from distance, and that denies Scandinavia another opportunity. O.B City looking to build from the back once again. Stephen coming forward for them. Stephen looking to play out wide to Lewis. Lewis with the shot. Save there from Thomas, and Adam can't get on the second ball straight away. Ball still there. Adam has the opportunity, and Adam gets the goal this time. Great finish there by him. Running it off the side there as it bounces off the wall. Working it himself completely there. Great solo goal. Holding off Mike, and that will make him delighted into the last week, getting a goal for his team. They are not a prolific goal scorer, but has popped up every now and then with vital goals for his team, and he'll be delighted he's managed to do that on the final week of the season. The score now 4-3 as O.B City put themselves back into the lead once again, but Scandinavia still looking hungry for goals. Interception there from Lewis, but it's picked up by Chris. Champers now has the ball, squares it across or takes the shot. Either way, it's not quite hitting the back of the net or finding a teammate there. Stephen now looking to start a new O.B City attack, but he's immediately pressurised by Homer. Does get away from Homer though. Champers will pick up, and now Chris has the ball. Scandinavia, will he play in Homer? He does. Homer the shot, and Homer with the goal. And that is some brilliant high press there from Scandinavia as they eventually get the ward. Chris pick up the ball there and then picking out Homer as three players look to kind of crowd Chris out there, but eventually finds his teammate Homer, who is able to convert, and that brings the game to a 4-all scoreline. So now either team is poised to take advantage of this scoreline to try and push on and get a winner, as Champers picks up the ball for Scandinavia through to Chris through to Homer. Homer tries to get the shot away, misses it. It's in played in front of him. I think there is a shout of in the box there. Referee does call for the play to come back after Homer has been deemed to have stepped into the box there. So we will restart now with O.B City after getting the free kick from Homer entering the box there, and the ball's played across. But Homer's intercepted now through the Champers. Champers has options, finds Homer. Homer, will he do it this time? Yes, he does, and he gets a second goal in this game to put Scandinavia in the lead with a 5-4 scoreline in their advantage. Homer there intercepting the ball out from Craig. Eventually Champers picking it up and then playing it into him, and then Homer sticking it through the legs, unfortunately, of Craig in goals. And O.B City will feel gutted with that, considering that they had the free kick or the restart being played back to their goal mouth, and they could have controlled the game from there, but let it slip away from them, and now they're a goal behind as Scandinavia look to continue to push forward. Interception here though, and O.B City have the ball, looking to play it through the Goggs. Goggs with the shot, saved there by Thomas to deny Goggs another goal in this game. And now we're entering the last passage of play here. Scandinavia have the ball in their half. You can hear the full-time whistles going off around the other pitches. Chris looks to keep control of the ball here. A little bit of pressure, but not too much, and now he's broken away for the run. But Scandinavia will choose to be wise here and hold on to it, although Champers in a great position finds Chris. Chris looks to get the shot away, can get the shot away. It's cleared away by the O.B City goalkeeper. Quick chance there from Goggs, unable to. And there is the final whistle. 5-4 final score for Scandinavia. Game number 4 in week 12, season 8 Fat Fives football sees Parmesan Belgrade versus Rapid Viennetta. Early chance here though for Parmesan Belgrade through Josh, and it's been converted, and I can't even finish off the introduction. It's been that quick from kickoff that Josh, back from a long-term injury on his final outing as captain for Parmesan Belgrade, sticks the ball in the back of the net. A great way to crown off his final week, or to start off his final week as captain Parmesan Belgrade, with a fantastic pass through and a 1-2. Another chance here for Parmesan Belgrade. They've been absolutely going for it from the kickoff here, and they find themselves 1-0 in front. So just to finish off the introduction, Parmesan Belgrade in white shooting from left to right, and Rapid Viennetta in orange shooting from right to left, as Parmesan Belgrade find themselves having to defend here as Rapid Viennetta looking to get forward. They are Stephen trying to play it through to his teammate there, but unfortunately does eventually through to Stevie, but he does hit it wide there and eventually goes all the way back to Chopper in goals. Chopper quickly getting out to James. James looking for some skills with the ball. Oh, it looks like he's really hurt his ankle there, but Parmesan Belgrade play on and they do get the goal from that unfortunate scenario. Unfortunately, as per the rules, James does trip over the ball himself. There's no need for Parmesan Belgrade to stop the game, and they take full advantage of that, and through Stephen get the goal there, as Rapid Viennetta will probably feel hard done by considering their player is down injured. But it wasn't from a tackle, it was from a self-injury, unfortunately, and the game played on correctly, and Parmesan Belgrade reaped their rewards from getting that advantage. So 2-0 for Parmesan Belgrade, and as it's been a more positive start to an ending after a bad season that's found them locked in bottom place, as a goal there from Stephen out of almost nowhere. The ball is played in from the corner there, and Stephen gets a lovely little flick on the ball there to put it into the back of the net, and there is a third goal for Parmesan Belgrade. Great little finish there with a lovely bit of flair, and that gives him a second goal in this game and a third for Parmesan Belgrade. Parmesan Belgrade on the defence now. Looks like they've won the ball back as it gets stuck into the corner where our cameras can't see, unfortunately, but it is rolled all the way back to Ben in goal for them eventually, and they look to start from the back once again. Slow build-up play here from Parmesan Belgrade. They roll it out, and then the long ball there to Joss. And can Joss get on the volley? Yes, he does. Does well to open up the body, hit it on the side foot there, and then puts it past Chopper in goals, who is having a nightmare of a game so far in this match, with 4 goals gone past him already. And considering how bad Parmesan Belgrade's previous form has been, with a minus 68 goal difference going into this game, or thereabouts, they have done a fantastic job getting 4 goals quickly in this game. Once again, they're through on goal. Can Joss convert here? Chopper gets down and eventually gets the save away. That will build him a bit of confidence as Josh tries to show a bit of the flair on his return and backheel it to a teammate there, and the ball goes out for Rapid Viennetta to try and get the attack, but eventually it is safely put into the Parmesan Belgrade box. So 4-0 in this match, and at this moment Parmesan Belgrade may just want to try and shut up shop to try and get these points secured, as Graham's shot is saved there by Ben in goals. As we've seen over previous weeks, they have collapsed later on in games, but unfortunately, or fortunately for Parmesan Belgrade, but unfortunately for Rapid Viennetta, they don't seem to be producing much chances, as once again the shot there from Lenny, this time from the Commissioner squad on loan at Rapid Viennetta, is denied there by Ben in goals. And the whole game is turned down a little bit of a slower pace as Stephen comes forward now, though, looks to playing to Stevie, and the save there from James is back on the pitch, but now in a goalkeeping position. Parmesan Belgrade coming forward now through Stevie, but the ball is just getting stuck into that corner, can't quite get it under control. Goes all the way back to Stephen. Stephen now, will he shoot from distance? Looks like it, yes he does, and there is the goal, a 5th goal for Parmesan Belgrade, and a hat-trick for Stephen here. Brilliant finish there, receiving that ball after it almost got stuck into the corner there, but Stevie from the Commissioner's team connecting up with Stephen for Parmesan, and the goal there to get a 5th goal for Parmesan Belgrade, and as I said, a hat-trick for Stephen there. Quick 1-2 between Aid and Chopper as they look to try and get something here, but no luck there, as the ball eventually is lost and possession is turned over to Parmesan Belgrade. This has been an absolute rotten game for Rapid Viennetta, you'd have to say. Parmesan Belgrade will be absolutely elated with the potential opportunity of walking away here without conceding a single goal, as another opportunity for Stephen in front of goals here, and he converts for a 4th goal and a Parmesan Belgrade 6th goal in this match. An absolute torrid day for Rapid Viennetta, unfortunately. Stephen there in making a great run. Aidan unable to get in front to make the block. Stephen firing that into the back of the net. And that is it for this game. Referee blows the whistle there, with the final score being 6-0 to Parmesan Belgrade. Game number 5 of our final week of Season 8 sees Ivory Toast versus Rapid Viennetta. Ivory Toast in yellow, shooting from left to right, and Rapid Viennetta in orange, shooting from right to left. Early on there, Ivory Toast looking to get up the pitch, but losing the ball and getting it into the hands of the Rapid Viennetta goalkeeper there. As Rapid Viennetta into the Ivory Toast hand looks to put forward opportunities, but unable to convert there. So Ivory Toast back on the defence once again, as Rapid Viennetta looking to push into their half of the pitch. But Chucky, the long ball all the way up, and will it make it to the goalkeeper? It does indeed. Aidan receives it from James in goals. Looks to play in Chopper, but intercepted by Chucky. Now Lewis with a chance in front of the goals, and he converts successfully here. Aidan tried to play that piercing pass through to the onrushing Chopper, but unable to get past Chucky there. Lewis hanging about up there after the earlier chance, takes full advantage of being in open space there after receiving the pass from Chucky, and converts well for the opening goal. So Ivory Toast, who are trying to secure the second place over Rapid Viennetta, have put themselves in the ideal position to do just that. As Ian has the ball for Ivory Toast on the other side of the pitch, looks to try and get past Cal, is going to look to twist and turn, taking the ball into the corner there, and eventually it's intercepted, and Graham's now picked up for Rapid, and Graham on a run here. Can Graham finish? Oh yes, he can. What a goal there by Graham, picking the ball on the edge of his own box, and with blistering pace cutting through the middle of the pitch there, rides a tackle there by Chucky, and the out-rushing Neil tries to put him off, but Graham keeps a cool, calm head and slots it past Neil there to give it the opening goal for Rapid Viennetta, making the scoreline 1-1 in this match. And Rapid Viennetta back into this game and have done what they couldn't do in the previous match, score a single goal. Incredibly, that in the last match, Rapid Viennetta not getting a single goal there. So Ivory Toast looking to start again. Liam, who's on hot goal scoring form, they're trying to get the shot away, and a save there by James. It took a nick off of a Rapid Viennetta player there, and James had to react there and did well to get down and low to make the save. Aidan now with the chance, looking to play it through to Cal, and Cal just shoots wide of goal there. Greg rushing into the corner to try and win it for Ivory Toast, and does so, and gets it through to Liam. Liam to Ian now. Graham gets touched down, his bobbing about. On James gets in for the save. And it looks like it might... No, the referee is given the goal. And there's protests here from Rapid Viennetta, who do not think it's crossed the line there. It's incredibly hard to say from this angle, unfortunately, just the way that James dives. We cannot see where the ball is when he taps it there. It will be left up to you, the viewers, to decide whether the referee has got that choice right or not. However, decision has been made. You can hear the referee saying that he might be wrong, but the decision is made and the referee's decision is final. So the scoreline now is 2-1 in this match. Rapid Viennetta finding themselves behind once again in this game. Ivory Toast coming forward through Liam there. Liam, will he get the shot away? Oh, and unlucky for Liam. He hits both that joining part that contains both the post and the crossbar there, and is denied an opportunity to get another goal. Still 2-1 now as Rapid come forward, but Neil there makes the save of Aidan's shot to deny Rapid Viennetta a second goal. Liam now on the end of a brilliant rollout there by Neil in space. Can Liam find a teammate now though? Plays it into the middle and can't be picked up by anybody. Rapid Viennetta let it run through as Aidan looks to find Chopper. Chopper now looking to play back to Aidan. Aidan now, will he get the shot away? Yes, he does, and there is a goal for Rapid that brings them right back into this game. 1-2 there played between Chopper and Aidan. Chopper flicking it past Greg there, looks to close him down. Then Aidan getting that shot, hitting it across goal there, and it goes in off the side netting to make it 2-2 in this match between the teams now. Rapid Viennetta right back into this game and got themselves on level scoreline. Now this could be the opportunity for Rapid Viennetta to go forward and to try and get some more goals. Equally though, Ivory Toast could continue their impressive start to the game and expand upon it as the ball's played through the Chopper. Chopper through and goal. Can he convert? Neil's down. Neil with a save, and that is unfortunate for Rapid Viennetta that Chopper unable to convert there. Great position and a great pass, but just couldn't convert it at all there. Graham receiving the ball there from Chopper, using the board. Now he's up against Faustin. Plays it across goal. Back to Chopper. Chopper now What is he going to do? Is he going to take the shot? And it's closed down there and eventually lands in front of the goalkeeper. Long ball to Lewis, though. He's in the same position as he was earlier. And once again, he converts an almost carbon copy of the earlier goal. Neil playing a long through ball to Lewis, finding himself in space in front of the goals, and once again, copying as he did for the opening goal, manages to get it past the goalkeeper to make it 3-2 in this match now to Ivory Toast. They've got themselves into a lead position in this game once again, and Rapid Viennetta have it all to do once again. Lewis now, scorer of the 2 goals for Ivory Toast, plays it over to Chucky. Chucky now, can he take the volley? Just goes wide off the goal there after a great takedown and control there by Chucky. Faustine now has the ball in front of Aidan. Faustine looking to find Liam. Liam has the ball in the middle of the pitch. Looks like shaping up for the shot. And it's in from Liam. The shot from distance there. And that's a 4th goal for Ivory Toast in this match. And it pretty much puts them out of sight in this game, you have to say, with the way that Rapid Viennetta have been performing. So unfortunately for them, they are now 2 goals behind in this game, with Ivory Toast having 4 goals in total to Rapids 2. Now, as Chopper has opportunity for the goals, and Neil diverts the ball onto the crossbar. That saves Ivory Toast, and the shot high there from Graham. Now Lewis away with the ball all at the pitch, but is eventually followed into the corner by Chopper there. And we enter the last bits of play here in this match. Legs hanging together on the other side of the pitch there between Faustine and Chopper. No foul there as Chucky takes the shot and James makes the save there. The ball into the corner. You can see the referee there in just the bottom of your screen checking the watch there. Chucky intercepts the ball. Any moment now you can think this game is going to be done and dusted. As Lewis in front of James makes the shot. James with the save there and keeps the ball out of the box as the referee puts the whistle to lips, and it's all over. 4-2 to Ivory Toast, the final score. Game number 6 of week 12, season 8, Fat 5 football sees O.B City versus Parmesan Belgrade. O.B City in black shooting left to right, and early on they are hitting the post through gogs, as Parmesan, who are in white shooting from right to left, find their goal line under threat immediately from the start of the game. So O.B City looking like they are looking to get in early on, and once again hitting the post twice now in this match early on. O.B City just unfortunate to not have the ball in the back of the net early on in this game, as Adam looks to come through, and eventually Adam does get the ball in the back of the net for O.B City in this match, and you can see it's been coming with multiple chances hitting off the post in this game already, as Adam puts it in the back of the net. 1-0 to O.B City is the scoreline in this match. Parmesan Belgrade find themselves behind early on in this match. Parmesan Belgrade looking to try and get the ball forward as the ball gets played up the line. Stephen looking to get the end of it and eventually does be the first player to get onto it. Stephen takes a shot, bounce off of Craig. Oh, and unfortunately for Craig, it's bounced straight off him and is spun into the net there. Stephen there with a powerful shot straight at Craig. It hits him in the side of the face there, and then the spin of the ball just takes it into the net. Completely cruel for Craig there and for O.B City, but credit to Stephen there for Parmesan Belgrade for the shot, and they got a little bit of the rub of the green working in their favour there. So 1-0 there, the scoreline, as Stephen missed almost an open goal there, and he'll have his head in his hands with that opportunity there. Gogs almost riding through the tackle of Ben, but eventually the ball is still lost. Ben cutting in now past Nathan. Ben with the shot. Great save there by Craig. Great little run there from Ben after winning the ball away from Gogs there cleanly, but unfortunately just couldn't get a goal to his name from the end of the move there. Parmesan Belgrade looking to build up here, but their shot there on goal is saved by Craig in goals. Really now for O.B City looking to play it forward, finds Gogs. Gogs up against the Parmesan player there and eventually keeps the ball after almost losing it there. Gogs doing goals. Good save there from Stevie in goals. And now they're looking to build up once again. O.B City from the back. Long ball forward to Nathan. It's in the corner, just off the cameras now as it looks to get worked out from the corner. Ball played to Gogs. Gogs in the half ball there, but the save of the goalkeeper once again denying Gogs and denying O.B City another goal. Well, actually, it would be Gog's first goal in this match, but it would be another goal for O.B City. Parmesan Belgrade intercepting though. Stephen in front of the O.B City goal as Josh gets it. Can Josh get the shot away? He does. Oh, no, it's just cruelty once again for Craig. It bounced off the post and then hit off him and goes into the goal. The goal will be credited to Josh, though, because it being on target there. And you can see it's just unfortunate there for Craig that it probably would have ran across the goal line, but it just bounces off him and goes in. So 2-1 to Parmesan Belgrade in this match. They will be delighted with their success so far in this match. O.B City being a very tough team to play against, and Parmesan Belgrade looking like an absolute revitalised team this week with their win in the last game, and they're in the driving seat here as the pass tries to find Josh there but doesn't quite, as Nathan picks up the ball there for O.B City through the Gogs in the middle of the pitch, and Gogs converts there, and there's the equalising goal for O.B City in this match. Nathan picks up the ball, gets it bounce off the wall there, and then plays a great pass in there, and the out-rushing goalkeeper can't get a touch on it there, as Stevie in defence for Parmesan can't block it either. And Gog gets another goal to his name there as he continues to fight for top goal scorer and assists in the league. Craig now looking to restart, but unfortunately unable to build anything from that attack opportunity there. Brian picks up the ball there for O.B City, playing it off the wall, and Matt can't pick it up. And the ball is still loose around as Ben gets that ball away there and looks like he's pulled up in a little bit of pain there. But Matt manages to pick it up for O.B City and gets the goal there to put them in the driving seat. Unfortunately there, just a misread of the flight of the ball there from the Parmesan Belgrade player. And then Matt reads it well, takes the ball down and gets the volley away there to put them 3-2 in the lead of this game. This game swinging from end to end here, and the teams getting themselves into the lead as the lead goes swapping hands between the teams here. Parmesan Belgrade looking to get up into the O.B City half though, and its ball's being played back to Josh as Josh gets the shot away, and it just takes a nick and goes wide there. Very unfortunate for Josh that didn't quite hit the target there, but that touch from the O.B City player vital for that. Stevie looking to play it across now to Josh once again, and Josh hits wide once again with the shot there and unfortunately can't get anything from it. The ball's coming out the corner though, long ball up to Matt. Matt looking to take it under control, plays it through the Gogs. Gogs now gets the shot and gets the goal there. Has been unable to get the save on Gogs' shot there, and it curls into the bottom corner there. And is another goal for Gogs and another goal for O.B City. Brilliant finish there with the pressure coming in on him from the Parmesan Belgrade player, but he manages to keep the head and slot it away. So 4-2 now the score, and the lead has now completely flipped with Parmesan Belgrade being 2-1 up in this match before, and are now 4-2 down in this game. Lewis so has the ball, looking to release Goggs. Goggs' shot is tamed and closed down there as Ben makes a great save against Lewis. O.B City still have the ball. Brian there looking for it, but not getting it yet, and the ball eventually just lands into the box of Ben for Parmesan Belgrade. Now Stephen looking to get a counter-attack for Parmesan Belgrade going, takes the shot just wide of the O.B City goal there, and unfortunately no goal for Stephen, but he still has it. Looks to square it across the box to Josh, and Josh gets the goal, and that is chipped away. 1 goal off of O.B City's lead, and could spark a comeback here for Parmesan Belgrade. Unfortunately there for O.B City, they thought they'd nicked the ball away from Stephen, but he still had it at his feet and played a great pass across the box there to find Josh on the edge of the box, who is able to convert. So 4-3 now the score, and the lead is being cut down to 1 goal only. And can Parmesan Belgrade get something out of this match and get a full comeback going here? They'll look to start from their goalkeeper now, as Stephen is then offering the short option, which the goalkeeper takes. And now he has options left to right, Stephen, or will he go himself? He's got Brian there trying to close him down, as you can hear some whistles going off on other pitches, but this game still goes as Stephen gets past Brian, takes a shot, hits on the post. Stevie there with the follow-up, and Stevie gets the goal there with the follow-up into the back of the net. Lovely little play there by Stephen. Brian trying his best there to stop him there, and then Stephen with a shot, bounced off the post, and then fortunately lands in front of Stevie, who's managed to get the ball in the back of the net, and that squares up the game here for all. And you would think for Parmesan, they will be hoping just to hold on to this and walk away with a vital and impressive point against O.B City. but we have still time in this match as the other games are finishing off here, as the balls rolls past Lewis. Brian picks it up, Brian to Lewis now with the shot, and it's blocked by his own teammate, unfortunately, but he will get a second opportunity. Games have finished, and this is entering the last couple of moments there as Stephen makes the block there against Brian's pass. Brian now looking to play in Gogs, finds Gogs to Brian, will he shoot? Yes he does, and he gets the goal for O.B City and has broken the hearts of Parmesan Belgrade, who could tell there was not long left in this match to go, but unfortunately Brian has taken the winning goal there to make it 5-4 in this match. And we have mere seconds left of this game as Brian's intercepted the pass once again, played it through to Lewis. Lewis with the shot. Oh, incredible stuff here with practically the last kick of the game. Lewis has managed to get another goal for O.B City here. Brian with a great interception, finding Lewis in space there, and Lewis with a great finish, and disaster for Parmesan Belgrade. It looked like they were in line for getting a draw in this game, are going to walk away with nothing, a 2-goal deficit with 6-4 being the final score. Game number 7 of Week 12, Season 8 Fat Fives football sees Flaberdeen versus Bayern Bru. Flaberdeen in blue shooting left to right, and Bayern Bru in purple shooting right to left. This is a little bit of a 6-pointer game for these two teams, as they sit just above one another, with Flaberdeen just being on top before this week's fixture started. And so if Bayern Bru are able to win this game, they'll be able to leapfrog over Flaberdeen into 6th position. So both these teams looking to get the points in this match, as a save there from Ash in goals for Bayern Bru there, down low to stop Terry's shot going into the back of the net. Bayern Bru looking to start their own attack, but Timber intercepts Timber to Terry, back to Timber, and Timber's shot just goes wide of the goal there. So still 0-0 in this match. Gareth there with a long shot there, just goes wide of goal there. Leaps gets onto the end of it, looking to play it back to Gareth. Gareth with a shot, and it's hit the post and just doesn't go in. And no rub of the luck there for Gareth and for Bayern Bru, as that ball bounces off the post. Roscoe with the shot now, and Zach with the save once again, as he's denying Bayern Bru the opportunity to go forward in this match. Jamie playing a long ball, but Roscoe's now intercepted, and now they push forward. Roscoe still coming forward with the ball, plays it out to Cheesy there. Cheesy takes the shot, and the save there from Zach once again, showing off his secure hands in goal there for Flaberdeen. Gareth looking to try and find a way through, takes the shot, just goes over the goals there. Looks like that could have been heading into the top corner, but it hasn't gone in for Gareth or Bayern Bru once again. But Roscoe's shot has this time, and they take the lead in this game. Roscoe playing the ball up to Cheesy. Cheesy then finding Roscoe's run there in the middle of the pitch. Roscoe then taking the shot there, and it goes into the back of the net past Zach, who is motionless in goal, and unfortunately has to just watch the ball and go into the back of his net. So Bayern Bru head first in this game. The team looking to leapfrog over Flaberdeen as they come forward once again, but are denied a chance to get a second goal in this game. Zach looking to get things started for Flaberdeen. Long ball up to Timber. Timber takes it down nicely there and has the ball at feed. Looking to find a teammate there. Is unable to, but eventually finds Jamie. Jamie then plays it back to Timber. Timber passes through to Terry. Can Terry get the shot away? It just wide, but second chance. And on the second time of asking, does so with the goal there. Timber plays it into a great position there for Terry. Gareth comes across to try and get a block, and it is unable to. And then on second time of asking, Terry puts it past Roscoe in goals to make the score 1-1 in this game, with everything back to square one with a 1-1 scoreline. Terry playing it through now. Jamie eventually gets the ball. Jamie now pushing forward after Andrew played it through to him, but unfortunately unable to convert there. Jamie now still up in front of goals there, tries to get the shot, but is blocked away, and Gareth comes across to try and collect the ball. Gareth now has Andrew for company, goes past him. Gareth the shot, saved there by Zach in goals, and Gareth unable to get a goal past Zach so far in this game, as Ash comes on rushing through, and he's taken around almost the goalkeeper and tries the back heel, and Zach gets both his hands on the goal there the ball there, after making the save to deny Bayern Bru the goal. Cheesy playing it out to Ash now. Ash has some options in front, looks for the shot, and then Zach with a diving save there to push the ball away from the goals there. Bayern Bru still in the attack, playing it across to Gareth now. Gareth has Terry in front of him, looking to try and work it. Eventually plays it out wide, there with the shot, and then the save from Zach once again, denying Bayern Bru, who will be getting frustrated with the amount of saves that Zach is pulling off here. They're creating some good chances, Bayern Bru, but unable to convert just yet. Gareth, though, cutting into the middle of the pitch. Gareth plays it across to Ash. Ash now, a little bit of space, takes a shot, and Ash gets it in the back of the net. And finally, they're able to get another goal past Zach in this game, who's been superb so far in this game in goals. But unfortunately for Zach, Ash has managed to put the ball in the back of net for Bayern Bru with a brilliant finish there after some great play, pass in and lead up play there from Gareth, and the score is now 2-1 to Bayern Bru, as straight from kickoff there, Roscoe having to pull out the big save to deny Terry once again. Gareth with some lovely footwork here going forward, but cannot get it on target, and eventually the ball is played all the way back through to Zach. Zach quickly rolling out as Terry takes a turn there, almost lost it but still has it. Terry with the shot, Terry with the equalising goal, and that makes it 2-2 in this match. Really quick counter-attack stuff there from Flaberdeen. Terry calm after the ball is almost collected there by Leaps, and then eventually just digs it into the bottom corner there. Nice little finish there from Terry to give Roscoe the eyes and make him think the ball's going another way, and putting the scoreline 2-2 in this match. As we enter the last piece of play in this match, Timber taking the ball in from Zach there, tries to get the shot on target, but Leaps close him down there. All with enough time to do anything with it. Referee blows the whistle. 2-2 the final score. Final match of Season 8 sees Scrandinavia versus Fatburn Rovers. Scrandinavia, champions of Season 8 in red, shooting from left to right, and Fatburn Rovers in green, shooting from right to left. Neither of these teams have anything major to play for. Fatburn Rovers potentially could maybe try and move a position depending on other results, and if they win this match. However, this is just more a game for the love of the game as a whole. Scandinavia here on the defence though, even after wrapping up things last week with the title. They were impressive in their opening game this week as Champers looks to latch on a loose ball here. Can he convert? Yes, he does from an incredibly tight angle, and there's the opening goal in this match, and it's gone to Scandinavia. Complete slice of fortune, you'd have to say there, that Champers stayed up the pitch as that ball got loose there, and he was the first to react. But no such luck in terms of the finish. That is pure skill from Champers there, and he converts it well there. But John hits back instantly for Fatburn Rovers. Mere seconds, Scandinavia were in the lead, and then John straight from kickoff here, taking the ball from the kickoff and shooting it into the back of the net there. Brilliant response there by John and by Fatburn Rovers, and didn't let Scandinavia rejoice in that lead for very long. So 1-1 in this match. Blistering start to this game with both teams finding the net early on. Here is that an indication of a potential goal fest here for these teams as Matthew clears the ball high up in the air. Champers takes it down. Now Terry up against Chris, but Chris, the clear winner in that, plays it all the way through to Champers. Champers tries to put the back heel but doesn't come off. John with the ball now, looks to find Mitchell, does so, and there is the second goal for Fatburn Rovers in this game, and they've managed to quickly turn this game around after going 1-0 down early on here in the match. Mitchell there with a lovely finish after getting onto the end of John's pass there, and it's 2-1 in this game. And could this be a bit of an upset after such a great season for Scandinavia? Could they lose the last game of the season, or will they be able to make a comeback? Absolute ages still left in this match for Scandinavia to do it. But John there with the ball at his feet looks to find Mitchell. Mitchell to John. Oh, and a loose ball there, but eventually Mitchell cleans up there, and Fatburn Rovers still have it in their possession. James across back to Mitchell, now to John. John gets the shot away, and it's 3-1 now. A brilliant passage of play there for Fatburn Rovers, where they kept possession incredibly well. They're playing it amongst their front three there, and eventually John gets the shot away and hits it into the back of the net. And a surprise lead for Fatburn Rovers here, 3-1 in this game. And will they look to push on to get more goals, or will they just try and hang on? Now it's a very, very long time of the game to hang on to it, but they're looking comfortable with the ball. But they have lost it here as Champers looks to come forward. Champers now with the shot, and Terry with the save. And Mike has an opportunity there on the second chance there after the save from Terry, but is unable to convert. Chris now collects the ball, takes it all the way back and looks to restart the attack again, linking up with Champers there. Champers, lovely ball through to release Chris. Chris finding Champers, lovely takedown, and a heavy hit there from Champers, but still has the ball. And once again, from an incredibly tight angle, gets the ball in the back of the net. It looked like the opportunity had completely gone there. Champers with the shot that was high and wide. He read the flight of the ball coming off the backboard successfully there, and from an incredibly tight angle, managed to convert it from there to make it 3-2 in this match now. Fatburn Rovers still with the 1-goal lead, but it's only that now. Only 1 goal. Will they be able to hang on to it, or will it start to fade away incredibly fast? Fatburn Rovers still looking to get forward though, so definitely still looking to do some attacking play, and will probably feel the need to now with having lost that goal there just a moment ago. Thomas collects the ball safely and looks to try and get Scrandinavia started. That's a great ball by Champers to release Chris. Can Chris convert? Yes, he can. And Scrandinavia back fully into this game, bringing the score back to equal at 3-3 now. Brilliant release there by Champers to find the run of Chris, and Chris managed to slot it past Terry, who tried to come out of his goals quickly to put him off, but to no avail. So 3-3 now in this match. Fatburn Rovers' lead has gone now, and there will be concerns that this will allow Scandinavia to just continue to push on as James Tress gets the shot, but Homer blocks it there to deny him. Scandinavia win the ball through Homer there, but Mitchell gets across the ball first and finds John. John looking for some support there, looks to play it past to James. James plays the through ball, but Chris is intercepted. Now Chris and Champers are away. They look to connect. They're just toying with James now, and then Champers gets the shot and gets the goal, and there is his 3rd goal of the game. His hat-trick is complete. Champers and Chris toying with James, the last defender back, and as soon as John comes in and trying to help out, Champers senses the danger and slots the ball in the back of the net there to give Scandinavia the lead in this game finally, and the scoreline to become 4-3 as Champers has another opportunity now, and he does score a 4th goal for him there. The ball from Homer managed to play it all the way through there. Champers one-on-one with the goalkeeper and then gets the shot away. Terry just gets completely wrong-footed there, thinking the shot was coming earlier. Champers just delays and takes his time and gets his 4th goal of the game and the 5th for Scandinavia. And they have completely turned this game around after finding themselves 3-1 down. Within a blink of an eye, they've managed to get themselves now 5-3 in front. Incredible stuff here, but it's no surprise considering we are talking about the champions-elect here. Homer now with the shot and a good save there by Terry to stop the scoreline getting even worse for Fatburn Rovers now. They'll really need to dig deep, Fatburn Rovers, but they do know they can get some goals in this game as long as they can mimic their good play of football earlier on when they were playing good possession play. But now Homer found himself in no man's land with the opportunity in front of goals, and Homer converts there once again. Scrandinavia getting, well, actually this time rather than a deflection, Chris has picked out Homer up there on his own, but Homer has been left in completely unmarked territory, and similar to how it was earlier on where players for Scandinavia were left up front with no one marking them, and it is converted another goal. So 6-3 now the scoreline, and the task for Fatburn Rovers to come back into this game has suddenly become even more difficult as Mitchell looks to win the ball, then eventually does, and Finley's shot, Thomas there with a great save against Finley's long range drive there, but unable to convert. Now Fatburn Rovers pick up the ball in their half after winning possession. Finley tried to be cute there with the back heel, but unfortunately unable to pull it off, and Thomas with the save there to deny him. Fatburn Rovers still attacking, and that's John trying to find Finlay, but unfortunately unable to. Mitchell now intercepting the roll out there from Thomas, and the shot just goes wide of goal. Fatburn Rovers still nipping away at the Scandinavia box, but unable to get anything for their troubles. As James was a great bit of play there, gets past Chris. John now through on goals, and Thomas out quick, and to deny John the opportunity to get another goal for Fatburn Rovers and for himself. Scandinavia now up into the Fatburn Rovers half, and a long ball switched over to Homer. Homer takes it down, and the ball just wide. They're hitting off the backboard, but he's one off of James now. No shout there from James's teammates, and Homer converts. And you can sense the frustration here from Fatburn Rovers. After a great start, everything's just falling apart here. James unable to get the ball under control and get himself into a good defensive position, probably unaware of Homer being that close behind him. And Homer nicks the ball away from his feet and converts it into goal to be 7-3 now to Scandinavia. Complete dominations from the champions-elect here. And they are strutting their stuff. Will they hold on to the 7 goals or will they go for more? Mike running up into the Fatburn Rovers half. Looks to play past to Matthews to Chris. Chris, dancing feet here, has 3 for company here. Has passed to the ball. Can he convert? Yes, he can. Brilliant goal there from Chris. 3 defenders all over him, unable to do anything here. Dancing with the ball, gets himself into position here, does the dummy to Terry there in goals and gets it into the back of the net to make it 8-3 now. And this has become a bit of a demolition job from Scrandinavia here. They have no intention to take their foot off the gas in this final match. Even with the title wrapped up, they are still going guns blazing to set a message to round the season off. Homer playing it out to Chris as Scandinavia look to continue to come forward. Homer now can get on the end of that, and eventually Fatburn Rovers look to play through the Finlay, but it's been intercepted by Matthew. Matthew finds Homer once again unmarked in front of goals, and Homer slams it into the back of the net there to make it 9-3 now to Scandinavia. Matthew, great interception there. Homer just left in acres of space with no one near him. Fatburn Rovers have just given up the ghost, you can tell here. Everybody at walking pace. And that is it. The final score for the final game of Season 8 sees Scandinavia 9-3 winners. Confirmation of the final Season 8 results on screen now, including that demolition job by Scrandinavia over Fatburn Rovers and Parmesan Belgrade's impressive 6-0 win over Rapid Viennetta. And looking at the final standings of the league, Scrandinavia champions in 75, Ivory confirmed their second place in 65, Rapid 55, Fatburn Rovers 54 and O.B City on 52. Bayern Bru moved to 6 on 39 above Flaberdeen in goal difference and Parmesan Belgrade bottom the league. Huge congratulations Scandinavia for Season 8 league winners. Congratulations to Lewis and all the lads of Scandinavia. Fantastic season for them and well done. Fat Fives are constantly looking for new players. Our registration window is never closed. You can find our player registration form at our website, fatfives.football. Fat Fives are delighted to offer opportunities to all local, national and international businesses to work in partnership with our sponsorship programme. Head to fatfives.football/sponsor to see our brochure. Fat 5 Season 9 will return in August 2025, so subscribe and turn on the notification bell to find out when the season kicks off.